the country and also Kerala as a whole. This is, of course, a state election, and mostly elections are fought on the issues of the states, and particularly how the LDF ruled here and what type of governance they are doing here. That is most important. And another thing is that how the central government is acting throughout the country in the election. Particularly, you are seeing through these 5 elections. It's West Bengal, Assam, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala, Pondicherry. See, if you see all these elections and the interference of the central government and using the muscle power, money, threatening to the candidates, even opposition party leaders, and also media. Yesterday only, I was in Coimbatore. I got there only a message that they raided Stalin's son-in-law's house. So how? And what is going in Assam, you all are aware because highly educated people in this country are in Kerala. They are intellectuals. They give many good leaders from this area, and still they are guiding not only Congress party, even other social activities also. How central government and particularly even election commission is also acting under aid and advice of central government. Some of the EVM machines are found in BJP candidate car. You imagine that when we alleged or when said and people were telling this is large scale misuse of EVM by Modi ji and his friend Shah. Earlier he was alone, now 1+2. This Modi, Shah, and Nanda is of course supporting him. So this type of election they are conducting, and they are talking about the democracy. Where is democracy? They are democratic rules, ethics they are following. Constitution, they say that we are following the constitution. Modi is breaking each institution, constitutional institutions, democratic principles. I have not seen in my life since 1971 I am contesting elections. I won nearly 11 elections. Only this last election I lost. Nearly 49 years without break, I am an elected member. This is the first time I lost, and several times I asked the Modi ji on the floor of the house when I was a leader of Congress party, and he did not recognize that is a different matter because 10%, 1% that question was going on. Okay, we did not care, we fought. Of course, he has his own methods to defeat targeted people. So he did his work. I don't bother about that. Why I am telling, when we tell, some people say, no, these people are losing, that's why they say EVM, that is. Then how these EVM machines are found in a candidate card? And election commission says, on humanitarian ground they wanted to help. See, this is one thing. He is misusing ED, CBI, income tax, election commission, official machinery, CRF, all these institutions, even he has extended up to judiciary. He is misusing all the institutions created by Constitution autonomously. Those institutions he is destroying and he is claiming, I am most democratic man. हम लोकतंत्र में विश्वास रखते हैं. This is his words. And also, wherever he goes, still, he says, and the chelas also tell, 70 साल में कांग्रेस ने क्या किया? 70 years, what Congress has done, he forgets. 6 years of BJP, he forgets 3 years of Morarji Desai, Vishwanath Pratap Singh, Chandrasekhar, Deve Gowda, Gujral, Charan Singh. If you put all together and he himself, his 6 years, they themselves ruled nearly 20 years. And they are telling, 70 साल में क्या हुआ? अगर 70 साल में हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते, तो आप संविधान की रक्षा नहीं कर सकते, लोकतंत्र की रक्षा नहीं कर सकते, Modi would not have been there as Prime Minister. Modi is there because we protected the Constitution. We protected the democracy. That's why Modi is a Prime Minister. But he is misusing. No Prime Minister of this country misused machineries like him. Right from Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru ji and others if you take. But anyway, he is expert in polarizing the votes. When it comes, he will say religion. When one religion is fully with him or partly with him, then he will bring caste. If caste are united, then he brings subcaste. And the same thing he did even in West Bengal. He went to Bangladesh, hardly from there 150, 200 kilometers. He campaigned for fishermen. And here, nobody is caring for fishermen. neither the central government nor even the left government. They are only giving good words, praising, and mata, what you take. They go to the temple, or they go to their people particular, and they say that you are great people, done good service, that this. And even why I am telling this, supporting LDF, left democratic front, means supporting Modi and his ideology. Because there is no national party to face him. The Congress party alone, Rahul Gandhi alone can face, and is facing, is moving state to state. And still people ask, who is the alternate? Alternates are there, but one should make their mind whether to back ideologies or people who wants power just for their own sake, or gold smuggling, or the power. Everybody, when they in the parliament or in other places, they say, they criticize Adani, Ambani, all other people. You purchase, you do power agreement with Adani, and you bring gold from Dubai, and you are also not taking care here, whatever funds to be given for poor people, it is not given. And earlier, when Congress was there, UDF, people were very proud of Kerala in development. I can give all the figures, but there is no time, and it is not good to take your time because this is election time. So I can tell parameters of per capita income, then mortality, infant mortality, unemployment, rural housing, all these things I can quote here. That's why people used to adopt. Always they used to go to Kerala, find out how they are doing in the rural areas, how they are doing in education. Therefore, today it is necessary to support, strengthen Congress. And Congress is the only party which can face this BJP, RSS ideology right from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, West Bengal to Saurashtra. No other party. So, in Kerala, if you give strength to us, we will face that ideology and we will try to destroy such bad elements who are ruining the country's economy. They are ruining. But why people support them and the parties here which are ruling, they should also realize because they are not capable to face the BJP in the national level. And most of the laws comes from national. We will also get some strength when we win this Assam, then Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry, these West Bengal, we naturally will get strength to prevent these people for playing such mischief in the country. Another thing, the government here committed many mistakes and corruption charges are against them. And even people who smuggle gold and other things, they are given 1 lakh rupees salary, I was told. And if nearly several things are there, and that, for example, the country's only deep sea multi-purpose container transport and international seaport was established by UDF government at that time. But these people now, for deep sea fishing, they want to go with American agent. And one more thing. Whatever we did for all. Our UPA government did, for example, right to education, food security, then our right to work, Narega, right to information. These things we brought, Sonia Gandhi ji brought, and today people are taking many informations because of RTI Act. The truth is coming out. But that also Mr. Modi Shah prevented. Several applications are pending in Home Ministry to get some information. They have prevented, they have rejected. And Modi suddenly, he takes decision. First he said, always I think that 8 number is, he thinks that it is good for him. When he decision of demonetization took, at 8 o'clock he declared, आज से 1000 रुपए की नोट रद्दी और कागज का टुकड़ा है. It is only a piece of paper. It has no value from today. He declared at 8 o'clock. Demonetization, he destroyed our economy. GDP has gone. Several economists told, Dr. Manmohan Singh ji himself spoke in Rajya Sabha. Even Raghuram Rajan and even his own pet man, Urjit Patel, Subramaniam, Amrita Sen of Calcutta, Nobel laureates, and Chatterjee. They all said this is bad idea. But then he did not listen. Then secondly, again, sudden lockdown. That is also 8 o'clock. He said, tomorrow, from now onwards, from 8 o'clock, no rail will move from one place to another. No man can go from one. It will be completely locked down. He said, then hundreds, lakhs of workers, migrant workers, stand still. And still he claims, I saved the country. People died on the road, children were died, there no food, nothing. But still he is proud of taking the credit in that also. So his decision on sudden lockdown, his decision on note-bandi, demonetization, these all are destroyed our living and also this thing. Now thirdly, now he is bringing education new policy, which is very dangerous for Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and the other southern states where they can't means prepare Hindi or Sanskrit, it is difficult for them. But he says, he never cares. No, हमने जो कर दिया. Whatever I have done, I have done. Whatever you want to do it, he will say. So, such type of governance is there. To face that, Congress should come in Kerala. That is our request. And that's why the people who have done good for Kerala, you know that I need not tell during our period, lot of developmental works are done in the UPA period. And this, I don't want to tell you all that what we have done in irrigation, railways, then health and education field. So all our things are there and you know better. And lastly I can say, always he speaks, whenever women are more, then he will say, we respect women, we respect the Dalits, always he says. The maximum crime are taking place in UP, Bihar, and wherever the BJP is powerful, there such crimes are going on. Hathras, you know, Uno, you know, other places, they all, why he is not asking that Tyagi, you should stop all these atrocities. 25% atrocities increased against Dalits. Nearly 25% crime increased against women. I can give figures. So, such type of his own government is ruling there, and they are finishing one by one. They are taking our rights. Even he is one side demonetization, it is spoiled, that is one thing. All public sector he is selling. He is giving to his friends. Insurance company which is going in profit, such company also is disinvestment is doing. Railways, nearly 18 lakhs people were working in that railway. But today, hardly 12 lakhs. He is not filling those vacancies. If he fills those vacancies, all young graduates and also young people will get nearly 6 lakhs jobs. And apart from that, earlier they sold hotels, tourism, they finished. Public sectors, big, the whatever karkhanas you can say, the big, that also he is selling. So his main intention is to kill poor people, to reduce their economic power so that they can come under his control. If public sector goes one by one, then Dalits will lose reservation, backwards will lose reservation, and everything will come in their hand. Like that in Kerala, a left government, they did not care for Public Service Commission. And so motto, from different method, nearly 1.5 lakhs employment is given to their choice of people. And that if they could have gone through the Public Service Commission, merit, reservation, everything could have protected. So same thing Modi is adopting. In central government, he appointed more than 70 people of highest cadre, directly taking them as joint secretary. No reservation, nothing. All these universities, they are appointing their choice of people without keeping reservation or other things. And that too, most of them are RSS background. They will, whenever they appoint, they see whether he belongs to this ideological group or that ideological, then they appoint. So such things are going on, and the same thing the left government is following here. One side you talk about high morality, we are doing this or that, and other you are recruiting from back door. So I can say that this government can't, it is not worth to continue. People will teach the lesson. Their corruption, their recruitment, and all other things are before people. And our opposition leader also, Chenita Raji, and also our Congress President, Ramchandra Mudam, and other leaders also here, unitedly they fought against all these, against the corruptions, what the LDF is doing. Therefore, I don't want to take much of it. These are the things I wanted to tell you. So, thank you very much. Earlier, when people with COVID were suffering, they were not getting work, and unorganized workers were suffering. And even for them also, Modi did not spare. He brought nearly 4 labor laws against laborers and 3 laws against farmers. Everywhere people support farmers, but Modi is the man who is suppressing them. One thing I will tell, because often they say, what is wrong? You tell any defect is there in that, in those 3 laws. 3 Kale Kanun, black laws. We told them in Parliament, because that is hurriedly passed without going through the standing committee, not even joint select committee. The defect is that we told, you are destroying first law, you are destroying all mandis, all APMCs, agriculture produce markets. Secondly, if agriculture produce market society is there, mandis are there, then MSP will be settled. People will know in Kerala what is the price of rice, what is the price of dal, what is the right price of other pulses, they know. Secondly, this mandi, MSP is destroying with first one. Second, contract farming. You are asking, in our country, and that too particularly our Kerala, most of it is smallholders. And even in our Mangalore, Udupi, Chikmagalur, Shimoga, if you take smallholders, and in this country, smallholders are nearly 86.6%, means below 5 hectares. And for them, he is asking, have a contract farming, means you should have contracts with the rich people so that they will give preference what type of seeds should be grown, what type of crops should be grown, and they are ready to purchase. Therefore, he is encouraging contract farming so that the few people should become rich and all the poor people will be destroyed. Whatever land they have got, that will go. And again, landlordism will come, new landlords will come, and they take all the lands. This is second. Third law. See, in 1955, we brought Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's time that Essential Commodities Act. Why we brought that Essential Commodity Act? Because there should not be black marketing, there should not be inflation. Whenever the inflation comes, it can be controlled. Hoarding should not be there. But today, in Act he has allowed, he said, anybody can store number of quintals or any number of tons food grain or essential commodities. There is no bar. When there is no bar, who will purchase? All rich people, Adani, Ambani, and other Ambanis, other Gujarat people, those who have got money, they will store it at the crop season and they will sell when in the market the price goes high. And you can't control it, you can't put them in jail, or you can't say that why you have stored so much. So he is encouraging, like that few selected capitalists he is supporting. Can LDF face them? Have they got any strength in the country to protect? Rahul Gandhi went Madhya Pradesh regarding farmers issue. He went to Punjab. He went our Rajasthan. Wherever the farmers' problems were there, he went, he fought. Show me where the other party has got strength from, as I told, from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. That's why a national party should be given strength. This is our plea. And secondly, what Rahul Gandhi said at that time, I forgot, because that COVID period, these people were declaring something, 2,000, 3,000, 6,000, 5,000. He said, after consulting economists, after many economists he consulted, then we came to conclusion, and he said, if our government comes, we will give Nyaya scheme. Here also we will give Nyaya scheme. That is our promise. And if Nyaya scheme comes, the money directly goes to people, family, and they can spend that money as they like, and when it goes naturally for consumption only. And when there is a consumption, there will be demand. When there is demand, then production will be there, manufacturing will be there, employment. And another thing is the greatest problem created in Kerala is unemployment, youth. Center also. Center is bent on killing, but people so-called themselves are more progressive. Why they are following? Same. Lakhs of people are unemployed here, particularly between 18 and 40 years. Nobody is taking care of them. Definitely, we will take them into confidence and we will create jobs. These are our points. So, on this, we are going to the people, and I think that the people will appreciate. And I also request you.
Leaders are telling us there is a mock fight between CPM and Congress in Kerala because you have in coalition with Bengal also. And yesterday, Prime Minister in this Kerala visit, he has described that If both Congress and CPM should merge and their new party will be naming as CCP, Congress Party. So what is your comment on that?
See, Modi, don't take his words seriously. Because wherever he goes, he makes some jokes, some similes, some quotations he creates. And even he doesn't know the meaning, even if he doesn't know the meaning, he will quote. Like Karnataka, he comes, Basveshwar, he will tell, Baswa Vachana. If he comes Kerala, here our Gurus, Narayan Guru and other Gurus' name he will take. And in Tamil Nadu he goes, he will take. See, therefore, he should realize that he is going against the constitution, going against the democratical norms, and he is not respecting our constitution and democracy, and even freedom of speech. Such man's advice we don't want to take.
He also alleged that UDF and LDF are twins when it comes to corruption and nepotism. Have you reacted?
Pardon?
He also alleged that when it comes to corruption and nepotism, UDF and LDF are twins. How do you react to it? Prime Minister Modi said yesterday.
He said that LDF and UDF are twins when it comes to corruption and nepotism, according to the Prime Minister. Left us.
Then, no, he may blame us, that I don't know. But I can say that if you are so, Modi ji is so much concerned about the corruption, then I asked him, in his party, people have got few crores, they made hundreds of crores today, and it has been named also. Now, how can Adani become suddenly number 2 rich man in this country? Who is supporting him? Who is behind him? Has he told any time against him? See, let him make his house clean, then he should speak to others.
In your introductory speech, you said against the central government using enforcement directorate, CBI and central agencies using the opposition parties. The same allegation is by the Chief Minister of Kerala that the central agencies, ED and CBI, using against the government.
No, see, we are telling throughout the country. He may be telling for his own experience here, but we are fighting against him. He is a dictator. The BJP government believes in dictatorship. They don't believe in democracy. That's why since beginning we are telling, now he is telling in the election. Since 7 years we are telling that he is using CBI, CVC, ED, all, not only that, no other people condemned when our government, Karnataka government fell. Nearly 16 MLAs defected, and they all purchased by Modi ji. You go to the Manipur, what? We had majority. He took some MLAs and formed the government. Go to Goa, he purchased some MLAs and formed the government. Go to Arunachal, he took some MLAs and formed the government. Recently, Pondicherry, but you all know, democratically elected representatives they are purchasing. They are most corrupt. And if you vote for LDF, it means that you are strengthening the Modi, who is misusing all these institutions. And the Congress party has alone that courage to face him, and will face him.